What's up, everyone, and happy holidays. We are here for a very special Thursday evening classic WWE watch along. This one is going to be an episode of WWE Raw. We are one day ahead of the 20th anniversary of the show, December 29th, 2003. This show was recommended to us by our friend Amato, who is in the chat right now. Amato, I was thinking about you today because I kind of had to schedule this according to my schedule. I wasn't even sure if you were going to be able to be available to watch this with us today. Sounds like you're at work. I'm sorry about that, but looks like you're going to be able to participate anyway. So that's really awesome. Hope you're doing well, my friend, and thanks for rocking the Good Mike Work shirt at work. And today we're going to watch this classic episode of Raw. I remember it a little bit. I was here in San Diego visiting my family for Christmas when this episode aired. So I do remember it, and I remember the great main event, and there might be a lot of other cool things on this show that you guys can fill me in on or remind me of as we watch it through. So what you're going to want to do is go to Peacock as usual. It's going to be a WWE episode, or I'm sorry, Monday Night Raw, episode 52, season 11. So you want to find season 11, 52, final episode of the year, December 29th, 2003. And the runtime on this, according to Peacock, is 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 44 seconds. So that's what we got going on. Let me just do a quick sound check here. We didn't do a big countdown screen or anything like that, so we just kind of came live here. I'll allow you guys to get settled here in the chat a little bit, say hi to everyone before we get going. And yeah, hopefully everyone has had a great holiday so far. We're right in the middle of the holiday taint, that time between Christmas and New Year's. So that's where we're at right now. And we're not going to be here this Sunday for a watch along because it's New Year's Eve and I'll be working hard that day. So no watch along planned. But today is the first of 3 straight days of streaming. Tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be here for a Friday edition of the Winged Eagle podcast, where we will predict Saturday's World's End, and we'll also get into all of the other wrestling news going on this week, Dynamite results, Continental Classic stuff, Goldberg stuff, all that chatter going around this week in wrestling. We will be talking about that tomorrow, along with predicting World's End. And then on Saturday, we're going to be back again here live to do a live reaction to the pay-per-view. So we'll be here on Saturday watching the entire World's End show together. That's going to be great. And yes, WWE fan, thanks for the $2. I am doing a World's End watch along. The link to that has been up on my channel for a couple of weeks now, so it's already up. Just go to my channel. You'll see it right at the top of the page there. Tomorrow's predictions podcast and Saturday's watch along. The links are all set and ready to go. It's going to be a fun weekend. So thank you to everyone who's going to join us tonight. Not sure what kind of an audience we're going to have due to this being kind of an off night. We're rarely up here streaming on Thursday afternoons, but this is kind of a way to make up the last 2 Sundays that we've missed because of the Christmas and New Year holiday. So I thought I'd come up here midweek and do some watch alongs. Last week was a lot of fun. We watched In Your House Seasons Beatings. If you are a channel member, I have the reaction video to Bret Hart and the British Bulldog up on Patreon and for channel members right now. And the edited copyright version for YouTube is up on the second channel if you want to check those out. Let me say hi to everybody here in the chat, and then we will get going on this. Like I said, it's only 1 hour and 40 minutes long, so this is not a terribly long show, but it should be a fun one. I'm excited to look back on this show because I know nothing about it outside of the main event. So it's going to be good. Let me cruise up to the top and say hello to Garrett Osborne and Amato, the first channel members hanging around in here, along with Jimmy Anderson, been with us for almost 1.5 years now. Unbelievable. Jimmy, welcome. Thanks for coming. As always, Victor Colon is in the house. We have the Juliet, and we have MJ Parker as well, rounding out some of the channel members. Also, WWE fan, Mike Rouse, Ryan Adams. We got Smitty. We have We Are Pro Wrestling is here. Went to see Iron Claw on Tuesday. Really good movie. I've heard great things. Elizabeth and I will probably wait until we can stream this one at home to watch it. Don't know if we'll make it to the theater or not, but we might. You never know. But yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things. It's gnarly, I know that, but it's also a really well done film, apparently. Looking forward to seeing it at some point. Ben Espinoza is here. So is Joseph Boza. David Brown, always happy to see you. Same with Seventh Season. Ben, I'm not sure if I got you. Smitty, I think I got you. JA87, welcome. Good to see you. Anybody else chiming in? Welcome to our Thursday afternoon random time. I don't know if I've ever come up here at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern before. I can't think of any streams where I usually do this time. But nevertheless, here we are. I am looking for something. One moment. There we go. Just couldn't get all my gear together. I got my nice fresh water. I am off tonight, but I didn't stick any beers in my fridge, so I got no alcohol to drink. So Cheers to the lovely, high-quality H2O. That's what I will be sipping back here today. And yeah, right on. The Juliet is also gifting some memberships out. She has sent one to Smitty. The Juliet, we can always count on her, always spreading the love with these memberships. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, Juliet, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody else in the chat as well. And now that you're a member, Smitty, check out some members-only content. Go over to the community tab. You'll see lots of posts for your eyes only. With some video links that nobody else gets access to. So check it out, Smitty. Welcome, and thank you so much for being here. And Victor's got himself a coffee. Right on. Garrett Osborne, speaking of streaming movies, The Holdovers will be coming to Peacock tomorrow. Very entertaining and quotable movie. Okay, The Holdovers. I've recently watched, the other night we watched Lady Bird. I think it's like 2017. It's a coming-of-age story. If you like coming-of-age movies, this one is very solid. And I watched Inglourious Basterds for the first time in my entire life. Never saw that movie yet either. I think it's the only Tarantino film I have not seen. And got a chance to see that finally. It was weird. But I enjoyed it. Not sure where I rank it in Tarantino films, but it's up there. But that's good to know. We'll do some more movie talking later. We'll get moving on this Monday Night Raw episode, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the night kind of getting ready for tomorrow's podcast and for World's End weekend. Looks like some developments happened last night on Dynamite at the end of the show. Somehow, masked unnamed men who you would assume are not under contract to AEW somehow won the Ring of Honor tag team titles last night. And then MJF got turned on by Samoa Joe, insinuating that Joe has been working with the devil the whole time. So we'll kind of unpack that tomorrow and my predictions for World's End. I think it's looking like an awesome pay-per-view on Saturday. So hopefully during my gum flapping here, you guys have gone over to your Peacock, pulled up season 11, episode 52 of Monday Night Raw, December 29th, 2003. Again, runtime, 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 44 seconds, according to Peacock. So we'll hit play together here in just a little bit, and the timer right below me will begin to run. That way, if you have to watch any ads or you get any interruptions throughout the course of this watch-along, you can just sync your timer up to ours, and that's how we do it here. But you guys know the deal. Those Taven and Bennett looking masked men, wink, wink. Is that who they were? See, I haven't watched Dynamite yet. I've only seen a couple of clips. I saw the Samoa Joe attack. I saw the Danielson and Eddie Kingston match, and I saw the Moxley and Jay White match. Haven't seen anything else. So I'll be looking at that tonight to make my notes. And a lot of people have been feeling like Taven and Bennett have been under the masks. They are two of the people under there, but we'll see. I guess Tony Khan today on the media call mentioned that maybe this thing could be revealed on Saturday. Maybe that's what their creative plans are. I don't know why he would reveal that to us, but he mentioned that he feels like that thing could culminate and we could get a payoff as early as Saturday. So we will see. Joseph Bozo, there was one development today. TK changed his mind. Kyle Fletcher, the TV champ in Ring of Honor, is out of the 8-man tag now. It's Powerhouse Hobbs and Takeshita representing the family. Good to know. We'll be giving our full predictions to World's End tomorrow. Right on. Okay, well, I think you guys are ready to watch some Monday Night Raw. I know I am. Let me get my fingers ready here on the play button and on the timer, and we'll go 3, 2, 1, play. That's how we're going to do it, all right? All right, I am lined up and ready to go if y'all are. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, rocking and rolling. We will not skip our old classic WWE signature intro. Who misses Velocity? No, I don't. Oh, I forgot. We get Bischoff's face. Ugh. Okay, so what's going on here? 2 weeks ago, we're going to get a recap package. I like it. I barely remember Foley being co-general manager with Bischoff. Okay, is this the match where Orton spits at him or something? See, I barely remember any of this. I vaguely do. I mean, Foley had only been retired for 2.5 years by this point. Well, almost 3. Yeah, the kick, the punt down the stairs. Okay. So we're getting Randy Orton and Mick Foley tonight? Is that what they're telling me? Oh, and there goes. So then Foley leaves. So what happened here? Did he just decide not to wrestle the match or he didn't want to or something? He was a chicken shit. This is all leading to what'll happen at WrestleMania 20, I guess, right? I didn't realize how long this feud lasted, Orton and Foley. Because they'd have that backlash match, right? It's over. Poor Foley. They really did him wrong here. Ugh. He just walked away. Okay. So I don't know what this means for tonight, anyway. Okay. I thought we'd get a Shawn and Triple H video package. All right. While that intro is playing, let me say thanks to Spaz for dropping in a monumental $28 super chat there. Thanks, dude. Sitting in a theater waiting for Aquaman to start. Check out a new NXT Rewind tomorrow morning, as well as a preview for all three WWE's New Year theme shows. I'm also one sub away from a small channel goal. Cheers to all. So one of y'all get over there, sub to Spaz's channel, get him that goal, and check out his channel for all of your year-end recap stuff and NXT. Enjoy Aquaman, dude. Hope it's a good one. Roman Reigns plays Aquaman, right? That's who it is? I see him on like the talk shows and stuff. I'm like, oh, look at there. Roman Reigns, not only the tribal chief, but he's an Aquaman too. He can do it all. And Antonio. Heartbreaky Kid. Now, just a couple of weeks ago, we watched Armageddon 2002, and this was the main event. That was a whole year earlier. Okay. So we're going to have a board of directors meeting to decide if Austin, who his team lost the Survivor Series match, he's been gone, and it took just a month to get reinstated? Oh, here comes Foley. I guess that explains why we got the video package. No, or it's a juke out. It's probably Randy Orton. Yeah, it's Randy. It's the Intercontinental Champion, the dastardly Intercontinental Champion. Trying to think, does this music fit Randy Orton? I mean, it's not. Kind of does, but not really. Yeah, we're going to be talking all about Punk and Dominic and stuff tomorrow, too. So stay tuned. Big podcast tomorrow. Was Vince off screen by this point? I guess it was the previous month where he faced Undertaker at the Buried Alive match. And Kane came back, so he wasn't. I don't know. I don't know what Vince was doing. Randy Orton, less than a year away from becoming world champion, which is crazy. Jay Lambo, this is season 11, episode 52, December 29th, 03. I'm trying to remember what Randy and Mick Foley do. Is this just all build to that WrestleMania 20 match, or is there something that happens before then? They in the Rumble together? Cowardly yet smart, way out. Is this building still in use? Is this where the Spurs play? Help Greg. Help Greg understand. Lillian, bring your cute little butt in the ring. She does look good. It's just a formality. It's just like, you know, if you lose a game in the last play, you still have to kick that extra point, you know? Unless it's overtime. Randy Orton. That wasn't, she didn't have enough gusto. The new hardcore legend, Randy Orton. Oh, okay. Here's a legend. Did Booker T ever win the Intercontinental title? How did he miss that title? Why don't I remember him as an IC champ? I know he's been US champ, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Booker's going for the title tonight. Oh, and there's Mark Henry. Tacked. All right, well, Randy might be off the hook for Booker here. You in my world now. Oh, Booker T won the IC title once, then got injured. Weird. Who'd he beat? I don't remember. Don't even remember that. Oh, now he accepts. Okay, so Randy has accepted this challenge from Booker, who then got attacked, but I guess the match is still on. What's your problem, playa? Fucking Bischoff.
GM. That's one other thing. I want to collect on that favor.
Okay, won it from Christian, lost it back to Christian. Okay, Christian. That makes sense.
make good on that favor. Believe that.
Believe that. Okay, so mean Mark Henry is leaving. Bischoff gave them the night off. All right, we go to commercial. 2003 commercials. I wish we could enjoy those. Oh, look at this. That is a 6-way of hotness right there. Holy crap. All right, so it's Trish, Stacy, and Lita against Molly, Victoria, and Jackie. Okay. All right, here comes RVD. He's one of a kind. Most people don't know that about him, but it's true. See? I've never been to Battle Creek, Michigan. I was born in Michigan, but never been to Battle Creek. I never battled alongside any creeks. Mike Witt. Good to see you, Mike Witt. Mike Witt is a channel member. He just doesn't have an icon because his other channel is being a butthole to him. Mike, how old would Mark Henry's hand be today? What year was the hand? Was it 2000? The hand can definitely drink. I would guess that the hand is 23 years old, give or take. That's an old-ass hand right there. I don't hear you, and I'm not going to holler. I don't like you. Never have. I don't like Scott Steiner. He does nothing for me. Thought he was a great wrestler as one half of the Steiner brothers. Loved him. But none of this shit ever appealed to me at all. Big ball booty daddy or whatever. Fuck off. Stupid. That weird thing you're wearing on your head. I wonder if the hand double fists. Yeah, and before the hand reaches adulthood, I wonder if his best friend is his own hand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it's RVD versus Scott Steiner. Yeah, I never needed him in WWE. They brought him in. This terrible, terrible year and a half run, whatever it was. He did absolutely dick. He just wasn't a good wrestler at this stage of his career. So fucking stiff and shit, you know? He's just too big. I mean, 1993 Scott Steiner versus RVD would be a pretty damn good match, but this nonsense. And the top of that, he's like not even a good-looking guy. Like Scott Steiner's not even like good-looking. Ladies, Juliet, the rest of you. Is Scott Steiner good-looking? No. Even I know that. Which Raw are you talking about? You want me to go back and watch the Raw with the hand being born? When the Steiner brothers were a team, I actually considered Rick Steiner the Jannetty. I thought Scott was the more marketable and a more exciting worker to watch wrestle. But once he just started, the physique became his number one priority. And that gimmick just wasn't very appealing to me. I just lost interest in him. But I'd always thought he was really good and really athletic in the 90s. Yeah, that was a big second rope suplex from Steiner there to Rob. Oof. That's right. When he was in WCW, he had the two girls. He had Medeja, and what was the other one? Medeja and Anastasia. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck their names were. Is there any ongoing television issue between these two guys, or is this just a match? Yeah, Steiners are Hall of Fame worthy, but sometimes you wonder how they managed to get in when some others haven't yet, especially if there's been some previous bad blood or something. But oof. That's one thing that Scott Steiner could still do. I'll give him credit for. He could still throw a pretty good belly to belly. Is he wearing like a purple thong? What's going on there? His belly to bellies were still pretty good. He could twist. Scott Steiner and Owen Hart both had like similar belly to bellies to where they had this little twist at the end that just looked really good. Trio Woe into a chin lock. Yo, Hollywood guy, I want to say thank you for that $5, man. Hello, Greg. Weird question. Were you a fan of Hardcore Holly or Steve Blackman? Yes, I was a fan of both. Watched them both wrestle countless times back in the day, live in person. Like both guys. I enjoyed them to a certain degree back in the Attitude Era, for sure. I was at SummerSlam 2000 when Shane faced Blackman and fell off the thing and all that. Got Hardcore Holly's book sitting on my shelf back there. It's a tremendous read. I might not like some of the bullying stories I heard about Hardcore Holly and stuff, kind of an asshole. But aside from that, I like him better than JBL. I'll at least say that. Ooh, Steiner with a good bump there. When you get Rolling Thunder. Wow. You know what? I'm not sure how many Steiner and RVD matches exist, man. This is the first time they would be in the same company together. Because RVD never worked WCW. I mean, he did early, but not when he was a star. And unless did the Steiners come in and do an ECW spot one time? I think they might have. But I don't think the Steiner and RVD have really crossed paths much. On RVD. Ooh. Oh, Steiner, despite his conditioning, still was taking hard bumps. Oh, there's a good kick to the face. Come on, RVD, put him away. I'd hate to see this thing end in a DQ. Just have RVD beat him. Wow, look at the... Yeah. Come on, pin him. Let's not do a DQ here. Yeah, good. I'm happy with that outcome. I mean, Steiner had to have been on his way out here, right? How much longer would Scott Steiner hang around? Oh, this is the last time Sean wrestled in San Antonio? The Royal Rumble. Would have been almost 7 years prior to this. Heartbreak Classic. They spelled classic wrong, guys. Look, they spelled it with a K. Dumbasses. By the way, I'm wearing a Bret Hart shirt. Elizabeth got me this for Christmas. So, shout out to the Hitman as we watch Shawn Michaels' memory. Oh, you want to see what my sister got me for Christmas? I don't have any of these. So it's Bret and Shawn WrestleMania 12. What are these things? Funko Pop things or whatever? Anyway, I have one now. I'm not supposed to open this, right? It's supposed to stay in the box. Teach me, guys. Teach me. Anyway, I got that too. Look how young Christian looks. He looks like if Ryan Reynolds got in an accident and had to have complete facial reconstruction. You turn your back on me for a girl. Ditched me for a girl. For a girl, Jericho. There's a sucker in there? What you talking about, Zach? Oh, that sucker, as in the whole thing. Okay. Thanks for dressing up to the board meeting. You don't look like a douchebag at all. Those doors right there. No, there's Vince. Yeah, take your shit off, you idiot.
Well, it's someone I understand who's extremely articulate and someone who present a very fair point of view, very unbiased point of view, but yet someone who knows Stone Cold extremely well. And that individual also apparently has a great deal of influence with the board of directors.
Well, it must be you, Vince. Yeah, no shit. You built that up forever, Vince. We're not stupid. You dumb smile. Vince. God, I cannot stand his face. I just want to punch it. Oh, that's right, Amato. Is that what the girls are doing? The Santa's Little Helpers match? Of course. Of course. I don't think Triple H is going to be competing. I don't think Triple H and Shawn are in the Santa's Little Helper match. Oh, Vince likes his dumb hat. What are they called? Somebody had it up there a minute ago. Kangol hat? I never wore one. Oh. Was this the first year? It was, wasn't it? It was the first tribute to the troops in Baghdad. I remember that. Austin went. I watched that in San Diego too. Or Christmas in Baghdad. So it wasn't tributes to the troops yet. It was just Christmas in Baghdad. That was crazy. Oh, 2003. What a great time in America's history when all of the conservatives who hate cancel culture canceled French fries because their feelings got hurt. So we had freedom fries all over this place because they couldn't bring themselves to say French fries. And don't even get me started on those Dixie chicks. But for a whole bunch of people who whine about cancel culture, they invented the whole goddamn thing right here in 2003. It was their idea. It's not everybody. It's not our fault it took off from there. Y'all are the ones that invented it. Look at that. On that cargo plane like that. Just nuts. And I love America. I mean, that's crazy how they're all just sleeping like that. Ron Simmons. Look at this. Ron Simmons is out like a light. Crazy. Vince and Sable with bulletproof vests on and shit. There's Benoit. I question the necessity of doing something like this, but I appreciate the effort. You know, anything to bring some joy and happiness and, you know, and all that to people who are stuck there for God knows how long, you know. All these troops all this time away from their family, fighting a fucking war and shit. So it makes it all worth it. But I'm not going to lie. If I was on the WWE roster, I would not go. And I wouldn't feel the least bit bad about it. Doesn't mean I don't support our military. Doesn't mean I don't appreciate what they do. It just means I'm not going. I will find a different way to show my appreciation. It just won't be this way. Smackdown on Saddam's. Oh my gosh, showing Tori Wilson out in a bikini in front of a bunch of Marines. That's a little dangerous. Bush 316. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh yeah, Austin in the Santa suit. This is Creed. Is that what we're listening to right now? Ew. Oh. I don't want it to be Creed. Can it be something else? This is not Creed. This is some other bullshit. This is probably dubbed over. I can't tell the difference in these sappy songs. Okay, so maybe we were spared Creed. Because I don't think that was Creed. Oh no, it is Creed? I don't know. Is that what we were listening to? Yeah, USA. For those of you watching who don't live here, I apologize for our obnoxious patriotism. We're not all like that. If you live in another part of the world and you look at us and just shake our heads, I don't blame you. Just don't. It's not me. It's them. I don't do that. I'm not weird. Totes normal, Greg. What's this? Oh, yep. And this would have also been the same year that I checked out of WWE music CDs. Once this started happening, WWE originals. Nope. Actually, I think I was already checked out by the time Forcible Entry came around. No. Nope. Never even bought that one. Don't own it. I own everything else. I own every other album, but I don't own WWE originals because at the time I thought it was so dumb. So I boycotted it. All right, Dudleys are in the ring. Who are they in there with? Who are these guys? Like Mark and Jeff? Mark and Jeff, the Smith brothers? Huh. So are they going to get comments from all the wrestlers about Mick Foley's face full of loogie? Ooh, calling Mick Foley a coward. That's rough. Brad 2024 likes Creed and Nickelback. Well, luckily it's the holiday season, so I won't block you, Brad. I will. I'll let it slide this one time. But if we ever meet and you start singing the songs, we're gonna have a problem. He's wearing khakis. He's wearing brown khakis. Okay. Why is Flair? I am so lost in 2003. Why is Flair a referee in like an enhancement match? Is he going to have these jobbers beat the Dudleys? I don't recognize them. Are these people we know? Russell Simpson. Samson Simpson. I have no idea what we're even watching here. We Are Pro Wrestling. You want to fill us in on what the fuck's going on here? Okay, Dudley Boys are feuding with Evolution because Rick and Batista were the World Tag Team Champions. Rick is the ref. Okay, so just. But why is he here a ref for a jobber match? Is that to screw the Dudleys and put them further down the contender ladder, losing to a obscure, irrelevant, unsigned tag team? Is that the story they're telling? What do you got against khaki pants? Oh. Oh, but you keep your music taste to yourself? Yeah, I only listen to Hanson and Color Me Bad. That's it. I'm pretty much a two-band guy. Sprinkle a little bit of Ashley Simpson in there. You know, it's pretty much me. That's all I really need. Bubba, them camouflage shorts are a little short on you. You look like you're playing in 1982 NBA. Flair's not allowing that. Ring the bell. He's going to DQ him for a lewd contact. Oh, closed fist. He's a closed fist. How many closed fists? There's a closed fist for you. Here's your closed fist. You wrinkly fucking pervert. Up here comes Batista. I was watching those Guardian of the Galaxy movies. The actor looks just like Batista in that. It's crazy. But I don't think Batista really did much outside of wrestling. He just wrestled for another year or two and then left. Nobody's seen him since. This is a Ric Flair eyeliner era here. If you look closely, he's totally wearing eyeliner. He borrowed it from Undertaker. Because I think in his head, it made him look younger. It didn't. Just made him look weird. Ooh, an HBK Classic. See if they fixed the Classic and they spelled it right. They probably noticed it. Oh, no, they kept the mistake in. Still spelling it with a K. Now, this was only a year ago. The return match at SummerSlam. Ooh. Oh, yes, don't worry. Tomorrow at the podcast, I will loudly and aggressively call Goldberg a fucking idiot. Don't worry. That doofus is owed nothing. Absolutely nothing. He can never show his dumb face in pro wrestling again, and I will be just fine. World will just keep on a spinning, and I'll sleep like a baby. SBC Arena? Batista look like Phil Collins in that cabin movie. That's funny. Ooh, look at all these referees. Jack Doan, Charles Robinson, Earl Hebner, and who else? Can't tell the other guy. Patton, maybe? Yeah. Closed fists are illegal. Juliet, you're a new kids on the block girl, aren't we all? My sisters both had bed sheets and like beach towels. Hmm. Oh, that's cool. Okay. How'd your testimony go?
I think it went moderately well. I mean, first let me say that the points I really wanted to make from the very beginning is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I can't believe a huge portion of this show is getting updates from the board meeting.
And again, it's
Like you went there through that whole Survivor Series match just to come back a month later. Stockholders. Mike Witt, Tiffany. When me and my family moved from Michigan to North Carolina, we drove while the moving truck moved all our shit. And we got to the house like 2 days before our stuff arrived. The very first thing I did when we got there is I plugged in my radio, and I Think We're Alone Now was playing on the radio. And that was my first like North Carolina memory. Is that horrible song? I'm not interested in this. I don't give a shit what they're doing here. I give them what they want all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes you give us what we don't want all the time.
What's best for them is for Stone Cold not to return to World Wrestling Entertainment in any fashion whatsoever.
That's what's best. Thank you. Is that fucking interview over now? Finally, mercifully. What's with the pink? Y'all got the pink line on the right hand side. What's with the pink line? Oh, it's gone now. Oh. Look at them. What the hell? Whoa. Hi, Austin. You almost killed 3 divas in the process of showing up here. I mean, I'm an Austin fan, but if he were to kill Stacy and Lita and Trish, I might be slightly perturbed with him. What are you doing here? Why'd you drive your car into our... Yeah, leave him alone, Terry. He's just honking his horn. He's not wearing a seatbelt. It's all kinds of dangerous. That Austin is a menace. Oh, he's drinking too, because that's also what you want to be doing. Drinking behind the wheel. He almost ran over those divas. All right. So Austin's just going to sit there in his truck and get wasted, and then if they don't call, he's just going to drive away? Raw was doing some wild shit, man. Nice flip phone. It's funny watching movies like set around 2003, 2005, or whatever, and seeing the phones and the shitty picture quality that they had back then. Yeah, Terry Runnels was definitely dressed like your divorced aunt that you would see at the holidays, who still goes out to bars. All right, so this is going to be Booker T here and Randy for the title. Yeah, there were only 2 hour Raws back in these days. And when you take out commercials, it's only an hour and 40 minutes. No, Mike, I've not seen Iron Claw yet. Probably going to wait and stream it at home. I don't know if we'll get to the theater to see it. Yeah, I guess Randy didn't really have his own theme yet. I mean, he had one early one, but he just came out to Evolutions, where I think Batista had his own. Stand there. You're gonna stand there and tell me you don't have any whisker biscuits, scissor doodles. Look how young Randall is. Booker looks all right after his beat down. We'll see if Mark Henry and Teddy Long adhere to Bischoff's suggestion that they go home, or at least go to your local Wendy's and have a Baconator. An adverse effect on my holidays. Sorry about that, JR. Oof. Big shoulder tackle. Yeah, back in these days when I still lived on the East Coast, I would come out here to visit for Christmas to visit my family. I would stay at my parents' house, and they're early birds and shit. So every time I would be watching these type of Raws at their house, they would already be in bed, and I'd be like down in the living room by myself watching these Raws. Oh wow. Jeez, that's so good. Booker was still so good then. Felt like Booker's world title aspirations were kind of over for a while. Until maybe around 06-ish or something, right? And then he'd leave. Yeah, Scotty 2 Hotty wrestled Work Dynamite last night. I'm not sure if it was a dark match. I think it might have been a. Was it on Dynamite or was it a taping? But I think he teamed up with like the Acclaimed or something. He even used the Too Cool music, which is part of that video or part of the music library that Tony Khan was able to pick up. That has the Hardy Boys theme in there and Hardcore Holly and a few others that you've heard around like sports highlight shows and stuff that WWE used for many years. I guess AEW owns the rights to it now, or can, is licensed it at least. I mean, all this replay and recapping of what went down with Mick Foley. I'm not sure if he makes some sort of surprise return on this show or what the hell happens. Oh, yeah, Benoit would have been on SmackDown, so probably no Benoit on this show tonight. Ooh, spinning Healy. Hmm. Yeah, I saw Scotty 2 Hotty. I remember watching him wrestle live in person during that light heavyweight tournament they did back in like '97 in WWE. He was nowhere near being Scotty 2 Hotty yet. I think I watched him wrestle like Devon Storm. Hmm. Booker's rolling. I'm sure a few Booker T and Randy Orton matches exist, but I can't think of that many. Oh, missed the scissor kick. Went for the RKO. Oh, there's a spine buster, a good one. Oh, really, Amato? You talked to Mark at WrestleCon. He's a Whataburger guy. Okay. Oh, shit. Who's coming? Kane. I don't think I've ever had Whataburger. I never have, Amato. Boom, RKO. Boy. Booker T just got everybody after him. Mark Henry attacked him. Now Kane just comes out to interfere for some reason. And it allowed Randy to hit the RKO. And now Kane's going to attack Booker, I think. Why is Kane out here? I don't know why anybody's out here. I don't know who those guys, the Dudley Boys, wrestled. I don't know why we're having board meetings out here. I don't know why RVD wrestled Steiner. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why he buried his own brother. Jim Ross, you have a lot of questions. And there's a big choke slam to Booker. All right. A better than 50-50 chance. All right, so Kane attacked Booker there, causing the loss. All right, another classic. Oh, another highlight from a year ago. That gear Sean was wearing that night. Hideous. It's like, what's your favorite color, Sean? Toilet water brown. So I usually go with that. It's sexy. Chicks seem to dig it. Sean's he turns to the left and he goes like this with his hands. Not very intimidating, Sean. The board of directors meeting is still happening. So Austin's going to wait to hear his fate. Oh, hi, Linda. Oh, yeah. Fellow Texas boys, Amato. Yeah, I need to get me some of that Whataburger. Next time, if I pass by one, I'll try it. Somebody else keeps bothering me about crumble cookies, and I haven't tried that shit either. Testimony. Oh my God, Jonathan Coachman. She's my last name is McMahon, asshole. Yeah, she's the CEO, Coachman. Is that what 18 to 34-year-old males gave a shit about in 2023 board meetings? Like, this is painfully uninteresting to me. Like, extremely. Even it involves Stone Cold, and it's just stupid. It's just fucking stupid. Okay, what's the fate going to be? Something tells me he's going to be reinstated. He already drove his truck into the backstage area. I think somebody who didn't work there wouldn't be allowed to do that. Try to drive your car right into the backstage area. See what happens. Go do it. I'll wait. Let me know if you got in. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that you bet on me for $1 or whatever. For $1, that's the best part. Jericho, much like your current babyface turn in AEW, it's not making us feel bad for you. We don't want to root for you. Oh. The fuck are we watching? If you're hoping for an Emmy nomination, don't wait by the phone. There's better acting on soap operas. Oh my God, that was all sorts of bad. No, Chris, I made a mistake. Forget how I'm dressed. I look like a complete joke. I'm trying to be serious here with my tits hanging out of my Santa outfit. Oh my God, what a time. Okay, happy holidays match next. Okay. Whew. We are watching cinema, AJ. I guess we are. All right, here's Austin drunk behind the wheel. He's on his 19th Miller Lite here, so this is more. Oh, there's the phone. It's ringing. It just happens to ring as the cameras are on him. What a coincidence. If you got to talk to the board of directors, do you want to be drunk for that? Oh, fuck. That was probably Christian. Okay, so here they come. They are assembling in the ring. Molly. Oh, I thought this was Santa's Little Helper match. I guess it's Happy Holidays match. Oh, okay, here comes Stacy. Stacy was the best. Hey, he's not even drinking Steve Weisers. He's drinking Miller Lite Weisers. Yo, Ed Smith, good to see you, man. Able to tear yourself away from that Pistons game, I hope, and hang out with us. They're on quite the streak there, aren't they? I mean, the time that they spent putting on these outfits and the entrances and all this, I mean, what the actual physical match, what's it going to be? 2 minutes? I like a punk rockin' Santa. That's kind of fun. Hey, there's an idea, Mike Witt. Linda McMahon is the devil in AEW. Shane might make more sense than Linda. And here comes Trish. Oh, yeah, that's right. At least we got the Lions. Man. Nobody ever hits it together. You know, the Tigers had some years of greatness, couple World Series, 15 years ago? Wings have won cups, Pistons have won championships, but they've never all been rolling at the same time. And the Lions have always sucked. Yeah, Detroit, I think they sacrificed the Pistons. Might as well. Victoria bullying around Stacy. You better watch it. Oh. So who's coming in? Molly. Oh, look at Stacy laying the kicks in. Yeah, Stacy does that old diesel move pretty good. I know, yeah, the 1930s. Back when my grandma was 8. Oh. Oh, Lita. Wow. Oof. Yeah, I think they're pretty close to potentially getting a streak that will never be broken. I mean, you can only be so shitty. We want puppies chant naturally. Ooh. I don't know why I'm trying to watch this match like it's has any level of importance. Although there are, I mean, Molly and Trish and Lita and Victoria are all great wrestlers. Stacy and Jackie got a ways to go. Oh yeah, that's right. They're one away from the record. Who do they got to play? Who are they playing for that record? Anybody know? Anybody good? Ryan Adams, no, day one looks like it's out because I actually have got to do stuff with my family that day, but I'll be done in time before Raw airs, which means I can do a review that night. So we'll be up here Monday night, but it looks like a no go on the show. Trish is in there now, belting away with Molly Holly. Trish, you broke my heart. Trish, you're gonna be fine. Be thankful you didn't marry Jericho. And that's it. Stratisfaction for the win. Yay. What a great match. I mean, everything was like this. Every year it was the same shit. It was so predictable. Every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every Halloween, it has to be some scantily clad costume match for the girls. It's like, God damn, get another clue. Why do I get the feeling Victoria's going to attack Molly? Isn't that what you do in these situations? See, she helps her up. Otherwise, they'd never show this on camera. Watch, she's going to nail her. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Boom. I could see that coming without even looking directly at the screen. My peripheral picked that up. Victoria's the best. Austin, how many more Miller Lights are you going to pound down? Another phone call. Oh, this must be the one. You're not going to be back on Raw for long if you drive that truck anywhere and you get. Oh, 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 we have to hear the whole conversation? So Austin's mad. Don't drive. Oh, he's dragging shit. Oh my God. He could have ran over referees, more divas, production crew guys. Like a Michael Hayes could have been back there having a sandwich and Austin just flattens him. All you get is just a smear of like very brightly colored yellow or green or something on the ground from the clothes he was wearing. So Austin's having none of it. He had 15 Miller Lights and then drove away, dragging electrical equipment with him. And you don't want to go to jail, Austin, because you already have a record. All the other times he's been arrested on Raw, they get you for DUI. You're going to be in a clink for a while. So is this okay? So is this what leads to him being the sheriff? They basically treat him like he's a 5-year-old. Okay, you can be the sheriff. Here's a badge, and here's a little toy for you to drive around. What is he, fucking 8? I was definitely missing the Attitude Era. Like, these are all things I recognize. All these things I'm saying now, I was saying then. I didn't like a lot of what they were doing. They still had a ton of talent and everything, but just some of these storylines were just fucking stupid. And a lot of them were kind of just rehashed stuff that they tried to work to do before. All right, what's main event time, by the way? It was like back in 99 or 98, Austin got fired and then got reinstated, and they did some shit at the headquarters. You know, that was all good. We had never seen it before, but by now, it's like, all right, we've already seen this crap. All right, here comes Shawn. This is one of my favorite Shawn Michaels gear. I don't know if those are dog tags or what they are, but he wore that around in 95. I think 1995 Shawn, Intercontinental Champion, wearing that gear is peak Shawn. Many argue this would be peak Shawn too. Many argue his second run was better than his first run, and I don't disagree. Even back then, I mean, this would have been 2003, so we were well over a year into Shawn Michaels' in-ring return, and it was still new to me. I still thought it was really cool. Just the fact that he's back in there. Shawn's back. 5 years before, it seemed like an impossibility. Back in San Antonio. That'd feel good for Earl to ref a Shawn and Triple H match. I think Earl probably refed them all. He was their guy. Oh, anytime, Joseph. This is a great one. Thank Amato, our friend Amato. He was the one that suggested this one. And I think we have a really strong main event here. Here comes Ric Flair. Can see his guy liner from here. I didn't think Shawn was going to win the title, but these guys had just such a great rivalry. I just loved the way they kept picking it back up. I thought it was really cool. Shawn's return feud was with Triple H, but then he went off and did other things. And they would come back to it here. And then they'd feud in 04. They had a last man standing match, Hell in the Cell, right? WrestleMania main event. Their rivalry was great. I had a donation video a couple years ago, maybe four years ago, maybe, that talked about all of their matches. And I remember doing my research for it, laughing at how many matches there were. I'm like, Jesus, these guys had so many different matches for, some for a title, different years, all different match concepts. Chamber, Cell, Last Man Standing, everything. 3 stages of hell. I think the two of them have done every match concept. Cage match, ladder match, Hell in the Cell, Chamber, anything goes, Last Man Standing, triple threat. They've done it all. My favorite match between the two of them of all time was December 1997, Lowell, Massachusetts for the European title. Classic. If you've never seen that match, check it out. They put on a clinic in Lowell. I hate when I adjust my volume, my computer goes doom. It pisses me off. Because then it picks up on this, and I don't like that. A Pugnacious Michaels. I'm not sure how many commercial breaks we got on this. Probably 3. Hey, Mike, Nitro watch along's a good idea. We should bust one of those out. Maybe we could watch like a 3-hour Nitro or something. One of those. You know what? Let me look at. Hold on. Let's just check. Let's just check a date here. Next Thursday, 1 week from today, is January 4th. We can do a finger poke of doom, Mick Foley watch along if I could put one together. I'll think about it. We'll see what we can do. Which I believe would be the 25-year anniversary of those. I think. Those are 99, right? There he goes over. Oh, that crowd, the San Antonio crowd, very pro Sean. And the strut. Oh, Ric Flair. It's pretty good around this time. I'll give him his credit. He was an excellent addition to Evolution. Or an excellent part. Oh, wow. God damn. Whew. Sean overshot the springboard, went right into the railing, but took out Triple H and Flair in the process. Very few wrestlers were more fun to watch than Sean. He's just so fun. Oh yeah, thanks, Daniel. That's what I was just talking about. 25 years. Yeah, we're gonna do something for that. I'm gonna put something. Tonight's my night off, and it's my night to work on YouTube shit. So I'm going to formulate something for that. Maybe it'll be a watch along. Maybe it'll be a review. I don't know what we're gonna do. I got a week to put it together. Hmm. Nice. It amazes me too how much bigger Triple H is than Sean. I mean, he probably outweighs him by what, 50 at least? At least. No, probably just 50. But still, he's bigger. No, Ed, never done Brett Watch Along in 2010. That could be one too. I did not enjoy the product at that time, though. I don't want to sit through a 2010 Raw, but that was a big deal. Those 99 shows might be more fun, but no, maybe we'll get to that one day. That was right before I started doing YouTube. Nice. I did catch that earlier. That was very, very, very sneaky of Shawn Michaels. Yeah, Smitty. See, I was right. 50 pounds. Triple H is at least 20 buckets of chicken heavier. Oh. Nice. Triple H loves that bump, man. I'll never forget how much shit Triple H used to talk about Ric Flair in the early days of DX in like 97. And he more than once in a promo referenced his age or threw shade at him in some way. And then as soon as the buyout happened and Ric Flair comes into the company, all of a sudden he was his idol and he inspired Triple H to become a wrestler and he loved him and out of nowhere became Triple H's biggest fan. I'm like, well, what was your issue with him back in DX? Because you didn't have to say anything about him. You could have said something about another WCW star. Why did you single out Ric Flair? And then when Flair came into the company, all of a sudden, you were his biggest fan. He was his Bret Hart, I always thought that was weird. And I thought Triple H was either lying about how much he hated Ric Flair or lying about how much he liked him. One has got to be true. Oof. Oh, what a bump. Holy shit. Sean kind of like scaled over the top rope and the steps. Ooh, this is where we're going to a commercial for sure. There you go. Wrestle Kingdom watch along on January 4th. We got that coming up too. Jesus. I'm not going to purchase it though. I'm already buying a pay-per-view this weekend, World's End. I'd like to see Terra Ryzen in like that OVW class with like Leviathan and Prototype and whatever they called Orton, I guess, and Brock. Throw some Terra Ryzen in there. I don't recall if we get any blood in this one. I mean, I know it's a hard fought match. I remember Sean would have that Iron Man match with Angle too on Raw, which was super good. Sean every one of his matches were just, there's no bad Shawn Michaels match. So kids getting into wrestling now, if you start looking at older stuff, just know that whenever you come across a Shawn Michaels match, it's not going to be bad. And that's one hell of a legacy to leave behind. Man, is that from Bret pulling the hair out? That big void in Shawn Michaels' hair, is that from Bret? That's what I always thought. Victor, why do I have a memory of doing that match already? I was supposed to go to that show. It was in Raleigh, and I didn't go. My friend went, and I thought we watched that one. I don't know why I think we watched that one. You do have video sponsoring options, by the way, in the chat if anybody is interested. Whole video dedicated to you. Watch along the whole thing. We've done a few donation reviews and stuff over the years, so there are options in the description for that stuff if you're interested. If you want something specifically done. Otherwise, I'll always take suggestions. because I love suggestions. And this one was a good one. You look at that knot on Sean's. What is that? Damn, that doesn't look right. Oh, yeah, broken collarbone. He doesn't really get hurt here, does he? Because it really does look legit. Like whatever that shit is sticking out of his shoulder. Oh, it was a review 2 years ago. Okay, thanks. So not a watch along. So I knew I did something related to that show. You have 1,400 videos. You start forgetting what you did. Good old abdominal stretch. Good old AS. I never loved the move as a kid. I never understood it. As an adult, it kind of looks like it would feel good just to stretch. You know, like you can fight out of that. You got your whole other arm free. Just elbow the fucker in the teeth. Punch him. Like, why wouldn't Sean just bring his arm up and punch Triple H square in the face? Like, man, I got a big match tonight. I hope he doesn't stretch my abdominals. Like, come on. Classic vintage Ric Flair. It's cheating. I mean, Earl, the senior official, is unaware of the oldest trick in the book. And he's making the worst mistake a referee can make. Is cutting himself off from being able to see outside interference. That Earl. It's like he needs to go to referee school again. People want to go out of their way to be dicks and complain about Aubrey Edwards just for the sake of being a dick. Yet we're going to give Earl a pass here for, there he is. Finally, he came to life there. Good job, Earl. Like, it's the dirtiest player in the game on top of that. It's like, Earl, you should know who the combatants are, who the players are in your matches. Do your homework. It's like referee page 1 stuff, man. Oh, good kick. One aspect of Sean's psychology I never did like was the tuning up the band. Like, why are you going to give your opponent all the warning in the world? Not only give him a warning, give him time to recover. All the time in the world to recover. It's a fucking 30-second setup, man. Like the best super kicks are when they're like RKOs. When they're just boom. I mean, unless Sean is saying, I'm sorry, I love you, I don't want a long super kick buildup. I like them quick. I like my super kicks quick. There's Sean targeting the shins. Figure 4. I love a figure 4 that'll make a whole crowd come to life. Triple H is screaming at Sean. Come on. I want Triple H to tap out. I want Sean to win the title again. He's in disgusting pain. What a description. Just try to get the ropes. You can just drag Sean's 170-pound ass over there. Oh, wow. Well, Triple H obviously is going to survive this figure four, but it's going to really put a hurting on his mobilization. Ah, fucking Ric Flair. Ric Flair's great at being a heel. You want to kill him. Ric Flair's like the old rich white guy who lives in a beach town and gets frequently drunk at the local tavern. Oh, pedigree coming up. Sean backdrops out of it. This San Antonio crowd is really helping the match. I mean, the crowd will be pro Michaels anyway, no matter where they were, but it's just extra pro Michaels here. So the reactions to the figure four and the backdrops and the reversals and shit like that is so much more elevated. I don't know if that's spit or teeth. Let's hope that it's spit. Oh, accidental Benoit headbutt to the balls. Brett jump started Sean's male pattern baldness. Yep, he did. Oh, look at Pistons up 20. They're not going to be go if they blow this. That would be pretty funny. No baby for Steph. No babies. Isn't it weird that Triple H has all daughters and Stephanie, or I'm sorry, and Stephanie has all daughters. Shane has all sons. Did they genetically alter that to happen properly? Ooh, is that what Vince ordered? Triple H's hair just looks so whack. I don't like Triple H clean shaven. Looks way better with a beard. Triple H has got that Nick Nolte DUI haircut. Oh Lord, Sean's up, and look at that. I love the pullback of the wide shot there of the crowd. Sean's going for the elbow. Nice, classic Sean elbow. Triple H was pretty far away too. Love it. Here we go. Yeah, here's this big ass long setup. Well, even if Triple H is beat up, he's not that disoriented. He's going to know. Sean stomping his feet. If I turn around like an idiot, there got nailed. Ooh, ref bump. Ref bump. Boom. Nope. Mm-hmm. We got both guys down now, and Earl is also down. Flair is just all over the place. He's got the belt. He's going to slide it into Triple H. These two guys, they work Royal Rumble, right? Is it Shawn and Triple H for the title, right? And Benoit wins the Rumble, and then Shawn ends up getting in anyway. Makes it a triple threat. He pulls a Charlotte, gets in. Oh, oh no! Now Shawn's gonna kick out. Yeah, he ain't dead yet. HBK, come on! I love the crowd energy. Love it. Earl feels like he's in position to get another bump here. He's taking forever. Watch, slingshot right into him. Nope. Yep. See that coming. All right, Earl is bumped again. He's now on the outside of the ring. Triple H takes out Shawn with a right hand. He's down. Oh, here comes Eric Bischoff in his brown suit. Up, Triple H is undoing a turnbuckle pad there, exposing the steel rod. Yeah, pumping the crowd, Daniel. I know what he's doing. He's pumping up the crowd. I'm saying psychology wise, it makes no sense. Never has. Oh, right into the exposed. And that's it. What? Bischoff? No. Well, at least Bischoff looked like he was going to count that fairly there. Where are all of your referees? Why is Bischoff the one handling this? Get fucking Kyoto out here. Or Kyoto might be on SmackDown. Get whatever Raw referee you got. Jack Doan was back there. Get him. Because those referees are back there like eating a hot dog. They should be fired. Ooh, Triple H is busted open from the exposed. Bischoff counting again. Another kick out. All right, Bischoff is our official now, I guess. I didn't know this happened. There's that Triple H knee. It's so good. Yeah. I mean, Ric Flair already reffed a match tonight. I don't know why he doesn't just jump in there. There's about 5 minutes left in the show, so maybe a couple minutes left in the match. Game 8, a boot from Shawn. Oh. Oh, and there it is. Boom. Oh, and they were both down. Oh, wow. They announced him the winner and everything. Oh, yeah. For a minute there, we think this is legit. Oh, I'm so glad they gave this was really well booked, actually, because it gave San Antonio, even if just for a moment. I mean, certainly some fans in the crowd would be like, wait a second, Sean's shoulders are down. Oh, yeah. The audacity. So is he giving it? Okay, so Ty goes to the champ. But I think you said winner. Huh. Sean's like, fuck. You look like you were actively trying to keep your shoulders on the mat. Because you were. Oh, Bischoff. This is going to be their way of trying to make up for it by having Sean slap around Easy E. Here comes Flair in an equally boring outfit. Super kick Bischoff, please. There's one for Sean. Boom. Just a punch to Bischoff. Spits on him. And Sean gets screwed. And it's last man standing at the Rumble as a way to pay this off. Yeah. Got the music. So maybe Sheriff Austin shows up to help Sean get that match. Is that what happens? Oh, okay. So he's fired. Fires Sean in his. Okay, something tells me Bischoff that Sean isn't fired. Tell me this is not. Does he say like I'm the sheriff now? It's a little Kurt Angle hat. Starts writing out citations like Danielson. Steps over Triple H. Yeah, that's right. It's a draw at the Rumble. That's right. Greg actually remembers that. Just like that, Shawn Michaels is rehired. Well, at least they didn't drag that out. He's like, there's a new sheriff in town, but that's not a saying. They actually made me sheriff. It's like when a little toddler goes on an airplane and they're like, "Here, you're a pilot too," and give him a little toy or something. It just reminds me of that. Gee whiz, can I fly a plane one day too? Well, yes, Billy, you can. What a night. All right. Wow. Cool. Well, we knocked out that one. That was a fun Monday Night Raw. We'll try to do more of these if we can. And I really like that January 4th idea. I'm going to work on putting something together for that. Just not sure exactly what yet. I'm going to look at my schedule, see what's going on, figure something out. We'll do something for those shows because 25th anniversary of those 99 shows are coming up. And it would be fun to do something about that. You don't have to worry about me saying much of a have a great new year and stuff because you're going to be seeing an awful lot of me before the new year even gets here. We're going to be here tomorrow at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. We'll be doing our World's End Predictions, Winged Eagle podcast. Got a lot of wrestling news to get into. We'll be talking about that. Then we'll be back on Saturday to live react to the AEW pay-per-view, the whole thing. We'll be off on New Year's Eve, but we will be back on New Year's Day after Raw to review Day 1. Big title match on that show and potentially a lot of Royal Rumble setup is going to be taking place on January 1st, this Monday. So you're going to be getting me 4 out of the next 5 days, right? The only day I won't be here is New Year's Eve. So right on. Thanks for being here, Amato. I appreciate the suggestion. This was fantastic. Sorry you had to be at work for this, but I'm glad we were able to do it. An excellent suggestion. Thanks again, man. And thank you to everyone else for being here. And I will catch you guys tomorrow afternoon for the podcast. Y'all have a great Thursday night. Thanks again. Peace.